Nanking, whatever the
let's talk
capital
about
was.
the trend lines. You know, here in the U.S., I mean, you and I have discussed in the past, and you've certainly said that you do not believe it will be a Biden versus Trump election. Do you still think that to be the case, given what we're seeing in the polls?
Well, whenever there's an international crisis, people rally around the president. John Kennedy famously was stunned that after the absolute disaster of the Bay of Pigs, that his popularity soared. People rally around the flag immediately after a crisis. But as George W. Bush can tell you, that doesn't always last very long. And so I think that is a momentary thing, a healthy thing. You don't want division when the world is in trouble, hot war trouble. So, but that's not going to save, I don't think, President Biden. I'll stick to my prediction that next year at some point, probably in the spring, he'll do what Lyndon Johnson did back in 1968 when an incumbent president decides he's not going to actually wage a campaign for re-election.
And do you have predictions for who is the best, what's the best ticket to replace him?
Well, you can do all kinds of speculation, but I think one of the things that we should have learned, and certainly has hit me in the past 20 years, this extraordinary century, is humility about the astonishing things that have unfolded, that no one could have conceived could happen. And whether it's political, whether it's economic, whether it's what happened on 9/11, the economic crisis of 08, 09, the turbulence we had, the shutdowns we had in 2020, 2021, and what we see unfolding today. So yes, you can say certain things look inevitable, but by golly,
but things change.
Things change, and as somebody said, the consensus is always wrong.